Welcome to Eternal Manna, the daily devotional broadcast of Grace Gospel Church. We are looking at Psalm 75 and verse 10, where the psalmist says, I will cut off the horns of all the wicked, but the horns of the righteous will be lifted up. So you see a negative and a positive. The negative is the psalmist is saying, I'm going to cut off the power and the influence of all the wicked. No one is going to be spared, no one exempt. But positively, I am going to exalt, lift up the horns of the righteous. So there is a striking contrast to the godly. And the psalmist is saying, I am going to encourage and promote and put in charge of all public affairs, and I'm going to give the righteous positions of high government. And that's an excellent decision, to locate the righteous, to find out who the godly are in the land, and to give them places of prominence, authority, so that their godliness is going to impact society. I read of two verses in the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 10. When the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there are shouts of joy. And isn't that true? There is celebration when wicked rulers are put down, when they are even executed. There is celebration because they had caused so much of misery. They had killed so many people. But when the righteous prosper, the city is going to rejoice. There are godly men and women in power, and we can be secure. We can be safe. Wise decisions are going to be made, and there is going to be prosperity. Proverbs 29 and verse 2, when the righteous thrive, the people rejoice. When the wicked rule, the people groan. And can you see the contrast? When the wicked are in power, the people are groaning under the hardship, and they are in misery. But when the righteous are thriving, the people are going to rejoice. So the question we need to ask is, am I a righteous person? Am I a godly person? And where does all this influence begin? In the home, isn't it? It's right there in the home. That's where I exercise my godliness, first of all, among those I love very, very dearly. And then from the home, it extends to the workplace. I choose to be godly in my workplace. I'm going to show by my life that I'm a godly person. I don't have to blow the trumpet about it, but people can observe, people can see my speech, my values, my decisions, my lifestyle, and people will recognize there is a godly man among us, a godly woman among us. And then, of course, from the workplace, that influence extends to the church. In the church, I want to be godly. I want to be a godly impact, influence. And yes, if I'm given some position, I'm going to fulfill it with godliness. And then from the church, it's going to extend to the community, to society in general, my godly influence in the society. And then, of course, the whole nation is going to get blessed because there are many godly people when they are all put together collectively. So today, let's choose to be godly. Let's choose to be godly. And it's not easy to live a godly life because there is so much of evil all around us. And we are tempted to compromise. We are tempted to cut corners. We are tempted to make decisions that will not indicate that we are godly. So we need to guard ourselves. We need to surround ourselves with other godly people so that together we can pray, hold each other accountable, encourage each other. Why? Because we want godliness to thrive and to prosper so that the blessings of God can come down on our homes, our workplaces, where people are going to see us as people of value, and then in the whole of society. So let's embrace these two uh, positions of the psalmist. On the one hand, he's going to cut off the evildoers. On the other hand, he's going to encourage the godly and place them in positions of leadership. Amen.